I'm sorry, guys. I was talking to a friend. Wow, no kidding, Rich. I believe it, bro. There's some probably in the Everglades. It's been down there eating all them fish and shit. Big python. So it says a Floridian just caught the biggest python ever recorded with his bare hands. Man, that's crazy. He's lucky it didn't eat him. I can do a lot of things, but I don't think I want to wrangler any snakes. I think I'll stay away from snakes. Non-poisonous don't bother me. I don't think a python would bother me, but man, that's gotta be a huge one. So I had a friend of mine tell me, guys, that he's kind of down today because he said he was trying to do something else and made a mistake trading, I guess. But he said sometimes it's just distractions. I said, you can't. That's the biggest thing, guys. You cannot have distractions trading. You can't. If you got somebody complaining at you, or if you don't have a space and people get mad or whatever, you just need to go and find you somewhere else to trade because you've got to have that space. That's your trading is part of what you do. It's your job. So people around you that know
I felt that, man. I felt that deeply. You have no idea.
I know, right? So people around you, man, you got to respect that you're trying to do this for a living, because when you get somebody that's distracting you or mad or saying, why would you can't talk to me while you're trading? No, it's my job. It's what I do, right? Because I'm telling you guys that's you got to have a support system in this. Support system in trading is just as important as trading, because if people around you think you're a failure at it, that's the people you don't need to be hanging out with, because you're not a failure or you wouldn't be in here. You're wanting to learn something to make money, which gives you which tells you you have grit as a human being. You are trying to do something that's pretty much virtually impossible, but you can do it. Well, shit, my wife heard that. John, sorry, wife. You can tell her I said that, John. But I mean, it's a fact. It's part of it, guys. I mean, trading's trading, but there's a lot of factors that go around trading. You know, the kind of what you're living in, kind of relationship you have with the person that you might be married or dating or whatever.
I literally told my baby mother yesterday that she didn't stop talking to me. I was leaving for the rest of the trading
There you go. I mean, my wife knows my wife works for the company, but my wife will ask me questions, which I don't mind. But she's always been that support. Because it takes that. It really does. I've heard people have called me and said, "Hey, this person thinks I can't do this, or this person thinks I can't do that." I told them, "Don't worry about what people say. You're gonna have haters, but when you make 100 grand in 6 months, like those haters will be like, oh wow, he did it." I guess Alan's listening to music. But yeah, it's a big part of it, man. Big part of it. That's what he was talking about, distractions. My friend was just saying, hey, I don't, I just can't, I can't be distracted when I'm doing this. I'm like, well, you just got to tell her, you know? Yeah, futures is a different ball game. Once you learn it, buddy, it's just an ATM machine. It's what I call it. Look at our gold trade, guys. Our gold trade ran up this morning at 74.55. And guess where our oil trade. It jumped off the gravity level at 74.55 and it's sitting up there now. Shit, I don't know where it's sitting at now. It's sitting up all the way up here like 75.86 or some shit. You know, I mean these are things you got to focus on though. If you're trading this market right now, it's kind of slow. But if you're trading this market and you're trying to make entries, and somebody's bitching at you, you're going to make the wrong entry. You are. You're just going to be unfocused. You got to focus, man. Now, there's no offense to the girls in here, but or anybody online, but you know, the only way I become unfocused is if my wife walks in with it like something really slinky on. I would probably get unfocused. just saying, just put it out there. That's that's about the only way you're going to focus from the market. But nothing else faces me. I'm staying focused. Oh, I've been there, Harrison. Guys, I was like I did that shit. I did the same thing because when I first started trading, I got my account to fund it, and I got my accounts where I could have took draws. And guess what I did? I blowed them, right? And my wife would be like, "Why didn't you take money? Why didn't you take that money out of there?" And you don't really have an answer. You don't. You don't have an answer because it's your mindset. You're thinking another way. And it's mind blowing that what it can do to you. It's like you'll get defunded. You're like seeing all. I've seen people blow accounts and funded 7, 8, 9, 10 grand gone one day, but they've changed. They've changed. They take it slower. Yeah, that's definitely tough, man. Trying to juggle a job and trading is really tough. But if you are juggling a job, guys, I would suggest the higher time frame. 1 hour time frame, daily time frame. It's perfect for people with jobs. But I'm as real as it gets, man. I just tell it like it is. I don't try to sugarcoat anything because I know people don't with me. My friends are not like that. My friends will tell me like it is. I do about the same. But we all, we come to mutual agreements, and that's the way life is. But with trading, you have to set people down that you're involved with and say, look, this is what I do. This is my living. This is what I'm trying to accomplish. Sorry about that, John H. Hope your wife ain't mad at me saying distractions are bad.
Wish she was sitting here so she could hear somebody else say that shit because she be looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's all right. That's all right, MK. When she comes back, let me know. Have her in front of the computer and just say, hey, she's here. Give me the signal. I'll let her know. That way it's not coming from you, right?
If she comes in the office, I will definitely tell you.
I hear you, brother. That's right, Harrison.
Yesterday she hit me about 12:30. She hit me with the "we need to talk." I'm like, why the fuck would you say that to me? Like, why would you say that to me right now?
Yeah, and the funny thing is she's I don't know how old you are, but it sounds like she's probably in her 20s, right? Maybe 20, 25.
36.
Okay, so you need to talk. Yeah, okay, we need to talk right now. But when you get this down and start making big money, she'll be saying, "Oh, I see you're making money now. And it's like the thing is, people just don't get it when you're focused in this. They think you're crazy for doing it. You know, like, oh my God, and people would probably tell, like my wife didn't, but I mean, I have friends, that's their girlfriends are like, he's never going to get this. We're going to be broke all of our lives. And then a year from later on, she's like, I can't believe I was like that. I can't believe I did that to him. Yeah. And now he's making all kinds of money, But yeah, distractions are bad. And people trying to, you know, I know it's not, you don't have to shut something completely out, guys, but if you would establish that boundary of your trading time is from 9 to 11. I can talk to you at 11 to 12. That's great. But at 1 o'clock, I'm back into trading from 1 to 4. Or you can say, okay, tell you what, I'll trade 9 to 11. I'm off at 11. I go to lunch at 11 to 2. So we can talk between 11 and 2 is fine. But 2 o'clock, I'm back to 2 to 4. Just things you have to do. Because if you were trading for a company and you were going to work every morning, you couldn't talk at work, right? They wouldn't want you to be distracted trading their big ass money. I'm glad you found us too, Chris. I'm glad you found us too, buddy. Now we just need a big old consolidation time. That's happening right now. Except it's not on the 12-minute, but on the 5-minute is. We're trying to show exhaustion here, but we're showing it for a reason because we're 91.1 on the run up. So the Bulls have to pull it back a little bit probably to get it to go back up sooner or later, but it's okay if they do. We just like it to keep gradually going up. We got our 50 level guys, and we targeted the 50. We got that 51. You accept tips? So my buddy Brian sent me a bottle of Market Maker whiskey, all the way from Canada, guys. He's like, hey man, thanks for the week. He actually sent me that's the first person ever sent me anything. It's pretty damn cool. I put it in my cabinet. I didn't even open it. I'm gonna put it in my I'm gonna make me like a trading. That's the cool thing too, guys. Get you one of those glass cabinets. Make you a trading cabinet. Make you one. Make you a trading cabinet. Put your past evals certificates in there. Get your first dollar you make on funded. Frame that sucker. Put it up on the wall. Frame it. I did. Still got it. The very first dollar I made I took the very first dollar out of my very first payout and put it on the wall. It's a reminder. You can do this. Yeah, you tipping the market makers, Josh. Some days we all tip the market makers. Because losing. I ain't had a red day in a while. I ain't had a red day since 2021, somewhere in there. Probably, I don't know, shit, Rich. When did I have a red day last? You would know because you was with me probably when I did. I don't remember when I had my last red day. I think it was 2021, around probably February of 21. Apple bottom. That's some cool advice right there. Did you guys see what he put on the chat? On his red days, he changes his password so she can't see his losses. Great marriage tip. It's hilarious. But the bad thing is, here's another thing too, guys, and I've done this too. And my wife caught me. I would tell my wife, "Oh, my account's just fine," and I blew it, right? And I'd reset. Then reset again and again. And if you have a joint account, they're going to know. They're going to see like, what the hell's going on in here? Hey, babe, how come you had six $85 fees in 2 days? Really? Me? Yeah. You play stupid? They gonna figure that shit out. I did it, bro. I did it. I've had like 6 resets in a day, all pissed off and crazy. But I've made up for all that craziness. I tell my wife of the night, I said, you realize I think I'm around about, I can make 100 grand a week in trading. What they know, that's right, man. Mine though, she finds that. Of course, she don't know because we have a joint account, but my last eval was way back there. I think my last eval was probably in 2020 when me and Rich were hanging out together. And I ran that eval up to 30 grand. Like, well, you, I said, then he's like, well, this is, you're good at trading. I'm like, no, that's cool. But that's why I decided, well, it's time to go on my own. But then I got the idea about this, do something else for somebody else. And that's how Blue Sky came about. Everybody has a passion for something, and mine's trading and racing. And I like college football too, though. Just like Charlie. Charlie holds tickets to Auburn, season ticket holder. Auburn, Alabama, Charlie. I'll have to come down to Auburn and go to the game with you. I love those two teams, especially when they play each other at the end of the year. This is going to be a fun year for college football because it's anybody's game this year because everybody's lost a lot of people. I was thinking, guys, maybe sometime this year, maybe before Christmas, we ought to do um, not like a, what's it called? Those those cancer centers for kids or something like that. We ought to do like a drive, like a trading drive for kids for Christmas or underprivileged kids or something. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool with our trading thing. It'd be kind of neat. I think it'd be kind of cool. I've seen some guys do it online. It's really neat. We'll figure out something. Come on, just keep running up past that 51, buddy. There you go. Thank you. Just break our 51 and go. Yeah, I think it'd be a good band, Buke. I think it'd be really cool. I mean, even if we all just, buy a $5 toy and everybody ships it to the thing, right, or something, and we can just take it to them. I think it'd be kind of neat. That's the thing about this, man. Yes, my wife went to a store, guys, a couple months ago, and there was a guy sitting out the store, you know, and of course everybody looks at him like, oh, he's a bum, this, that, and the other. Well, he wasn't asking for money, and he walked up to my wife and he asked her. He said, "Ma'am, would you do me a favor?" And she said, "Yeah, what is it?" She said, "Would you buy me some food?" And my wife went to the store, bought him a sub, a drink, chips, and stuff like that. The store manager went ballistic on my wife. Don't feed these people around here. So you know me. I got my bandana on and my Harley shirt, and I got out of the truck and I said, "Hey man, I'll feed who I want to. It's our money, not yours." I said, "As a matter of fact, I'll buy these other six people the same thing." So he didn't know what to say. And I said, if you piss me off, I'll go buy a 12-pack. I'll sit here and drink it with him. So he didn't like that either. But it was funny. But the thing was, it was, you know, it's just about giving back. Sometimes it's just a test. You never know when you're going to be put to a test, guys. You might be somebody on the street walks up to you and asks you for something. It's just a test. It's a test of your integrity to see how you're going to react to it. Now, being a day trader, though, if you're making really good money and somebody asks you for a sandwich, buy them a damn sandwich. I went to dinner one night, and it's like these two old ladies were eating dinner, and they're like really, really old. These ladies are like 80, and I thought, this is cool. And I turned and asked her, how long do y'all know each other? She said, oh, we've been BFS for 45 years. I said, that's cool. I said, I hope someday when I'm your age, I can sit down with somebody that I've been friends with for 45 years. That's cool. It is good karma. It's called passing it on, just like this. You learn to trade, teach somebody else. Come on, 70. We're waiting. Aren't you glad they flagged this guy for that long? They're just letting us know, man. Let's go, boys.
Hey, Mike, so when we get to that bank level at 969, what do you anticipate we might see there? Some explosive price action?
Well, I'm thinking this is kind of weird because we have the big level here at 69.70, right? That's that bank level. So a lot of times we'll push through it. So I'm thinking we might push 72, 74. If we push the 72, 74 and get the pullback, then yeah, we might want to keep an eye on the bears up there. But the dip level right here is about 63, what we're sitting at. But see, the market's got the dip level also at 74. So I think we could go to 74 and bust that level. If we get above the 74, I think the bulls will have a continuation at 74 to 77. So I'm thinking 74 to 77 areas, we see continuation. And if we don't, we see the contraction pullback on that. That's what I'm looking at. Because right now, the bulls have their eye on the big target. The big target's what I told you guys about earlier. It's up here, right here. It's a 16. That's the major one. But they have one above that also, but I don't know if I'll get that one. But they have some bigger targets up in here because we know 74, 77 is a key level. And that would probably try to take us around that 89, 90 level. So I'm just kind of wondering what's going to happen between the 89 and the 70. Because that's pretty much going to define what we get out of this. I'm thinking 74 becomes 74 and 77 would probably come into play here, if that helps answer that. Oh, cool. So your wife heard that. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's just part of it, man. Structure. You gotta have your structure in your life to structure your trades. Good support system. No distractions, kind of stuff like that. There's 72 guys right there. See how we're pushing just above it? Just above it. See how we're killing this trade? Destroying this trade right here. So see, I'm looking for that 74 level. And see how they're pulling back off that 69. So we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do here. But if they can break this right here, I think they'll definitely try to get at least to 70, about the 75, about 74, 75 even. And that's what's going to tell the story. If we hold above the 75, we'll probably keep moving. If we don't, we'll probably pull back. There's 73 right there. Because that market dip level is at 75. Come on, just push up there one more time. There we go. Right to it. 75 even, guys. Right there. Boom. The candle went right to 75 even. It's right where the levels sit. Now, if we can break that 75 and get on the other side of that market level, then yeah, this thing would probably just really start to move. Because from there, we'll probably go to about 80, 81. 81's next after 75. Auto Trader's got 2 contracts, guys. I just looked over at it. 2 contracts at $5,400. It's been holding since 8:33. Damn. I didn't even look at that this morning. That's craziness. It's all right. We got 806 the first time, so we got in before it did. 806, then the 61. It is savage. I think it's crazy. Look at this. See right here? 75. There's your bank level. Okay. Look way down here. Bull Bear Gate is now 853. So you guys know what these bears are going to want later. 853, 854. So if those earnings are bad, you can bet you we'll be coming back to here. So mark that on you. Well, it's going to change, but by the end of the day, but we'll keep an eye on this to see where she's going to go. But see right here at this pullback range, this will be a good place for us to go because that's at 80. We're looking at like 81 here anyway, but 81 to 85 right here, there's like these little range levels. But then there's little dip levels, and then you got this one on the pullback level. So this is why I'm saying 16 could be their target because it's nice. It's really nice above the bank level here. Because it would be before this one, which I think is a 12 or 9. That's a 12. So 12 is my second level up anyway. So if I can get to this, and break through the dip levels and get to 16, then I know I can probably push to this one right here. So this is what we have to work with. We just got to see what the other side of the chart's doing. Because right now we're just kind of holding right here at this 75, 76. And we need to run this up here to about 80. We need to run this up to 83. We need to actually run it to 83, guys. It needs to come to about right here. Right there. 83, 84. And then we move again. But yeah, this thing's, look at this. Check this out. It just boom. It killed this thing. 5,500 on 2 contracts. Not bad. Not a bad day there for the auto trader. Not a bad day at all. So we just kind of wait and see what she's going to do. We're still flagged for longs, so we're not cutting this trade. I'm not cutting this trade until it turns red, until it flags are red. And that might be tomorrow. So we'll have to see what she does. Here goes another big candle right here. We're in that 2 o'clock time frame candle now, so let's roll. To go on 2 o'clock. There's that 77, guys, right there. The candle just touched that 77 level. So that 77 needs to go to 81, 83. You guys can see what I'm telling you about these trades, how focused I'm in, how my focus is around these trades, around these levels. Because you really got to watch what you're doing with this crap, you know. Come on, guys, push it up. All right, so I was pushing up, guys. I'm going to buy me something to drink real fast before it busts up through here and hits this 90. It's 84. 77 is key, though. Need to break that. I stopped drinking like Cokes and Dr. Peppers. I'm just drinking Sprite now. And water, which I don't really like water that much. But sometimes I guess it's good for you. What a day. Unbelievable. Come on, guys. This hole is a 77. 75, 77. Can we get to 16,015.50? 16,015.50 right there. That's a major level. And that is the big target. 16,015.50, guys. You're pushing those 7s and 8s on that chart. Isn't it kind of odd though, guys? Look at this. You see the big green candles or big green Rincos with the 8s? Look where they got to the bank level. They changed. So you went from 7 to 5 to 3 to 4. But they were dark green. Now they're bright green again. There's that 81. Come on, let's go 83 here. Get that 83 target. There it is. Just touched 83 on the candle. 83.75. That's what we want. We want to be up in this area because, boy, there's a real dip. The big dip in this, guys. The massive dip in this is 75. You're going to watch 75 come into play here because that is the dip level. It's sitting right there. 75.75. That's the massive one. This is a dip level that's different than all the rest. It's gonna be one where it's almost like if you come down to it, you kind of like nose into it. So they're really going to have a lot of strength to break that level. These bears are going to have a lot of movement behind them to get past it. I just told my buddy we killed the run up all the way. Just absolutely destroying this shit. I just want to see it go back to the top target though, but I do know, guys, once we get up here, we can just hold this 75. 75, 77, 80, 81, 83. Get back up here and just get right past this 88 level. Once we get past the 88, she's going to try to ride up. And she'll try to push us up around the 92, and then 92 to 97, and 97 she's going to stop for a moment around 98. I'm thinking 98 she'll kind of hold just for a moment. And then once 98, you'll get that market bounce right to about 1602. And then 1602, we can stop at 1602, or then we start, going to 5, 9, and then finish our target around 15. So there's just all kinds of little dip levels up through there, but I can see all of them, so we're good. We just got to get through them. Our next one up, though, is going to be around at 88. You got 81, 83, and pretty much 88. And you can see you can see down here on the Rincos, where was the nearest resistance level? Right here. 36. Right? So if you look on the charts, you kind of go over and identify what is 36. Well, 36 is a 786 pullback right here. This is a 786 pullback right here. It's sitting right on the it's sitting on a bank 786 pullback level. So that's why that's there. Who's just watching their trade go? Oh, it's tomorrow. Okay, yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. So Tesla and Netflix is tomorrow, guys. That's cool. That's why we're running up today. Because tomorrow's gonna be crazy, and 4 o'clock they'll probably drop the market like nuts. Unless this thing drops this afternoon. But with Tesla and Netflix tomorrow, we probably see a choppy market. Possibility. Definitely getting it done. Big time. I hope they do it on the YouTube channel here. I'm sure they can because it shows my mic working. So I got both on. Two. There's 8625. Let's go. Get that 88. Boom. Look at those buyers stepping in. What are they doing stepping in at 88? That's kind of crazy. Way to think what I'm thinking. The 88 run up off the bounce, off that little market dip. This 88 would run us right straight to freaking 99. Let's go. Let's go hit that 99 now. Look at this chart, guys. Look how big this long is. It's hilarious, man. It's a massive long. That's what this is. That's called Bulls Ain't Playing. Big money. The level was flagged, guys. When you get across that big money line, it's over with. And that big money line, they came into the contraction this morning. And then they took it up to the buyers at 25, just like we said. 25 was the money line. And look down here. Right there it sits. So bulls buy it back here. We got in at 806 down here. After these bulls brought it to us. And we took it to these guys who ran it up. And we cut it for 5. And we got back in. But we cut it for 3 and 5. We cut it for $8,000. 2 different times. So now we're back in this thing. Now we're just going to wait till it hits 10K. So let's just go up here and see if we can get this next level because we need to get past this. Whoa, it did hit 16. There it goes. Boom, it's hit my big target up there. 16,000. Oh, yeah. 16,006. We hit that 16,000, guys. We hit it right there. That's where we just hit on the candles. I know, John, right? And it's kind of funny because some of the bigger people went long right there at that level I was telling you guys about, 80, like 84, 85. They slammed it. 88, as a matter of fact. It was what? Let me go back and look. Yeah. Yeah, it was 88 on the nose, or we call it dip level. They had buyers take it there all the way up to 16. Like I said, it would probably pop at 88, and it did. It popped straight from 88 to 1606. 1606.25. That's a massive run up. Our target, though, is now right about, I would say it's right here, 18. That's what I'm thinking. Come on, boys, let's go. Get back to the 6. Nice. I'm gonna pop my friggin' neck by the stiff. All right, let's go. Come on. Stay above 88. Let's roll.
Did you exit your? Oh no, I see it there at the bottom. Never mind.
You got my trade? It's way under stupid. That's like you were saying this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We are way under stupid.
I took profit at 98.
Yeah, I took it 3 times and 2 times in this earlier. I took the 3,000 to 5,000, but it's this morning though we killed it this morning and we killed it this afternoon. So this has been a great day, man. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just trying to get this thing to go to that final target at 1850. It's going to pull back though, and that crazy. I know it is.
$1,600, 16,000. I would imagine you get a little bit of a pullback.
Yeah, because man, we're getting close. We're back in the 2020 days when we were trading the 17,000s.
So do you think a pullback down to 80 or maybe even 75?
Yeah, because what they're gonna do is once this structure's pulled back, our first pullback is gonna probably come down. You're gonna have probably like this 90, 75 level, 80, and then the major pullback on this is like 62. And then once it gets to 62, she'll fall to 50. So then 50 goes down to 36, and 36 takes it down to that very first dip level, which is sitting right at 20, which is right at 920. So I'm thinking somewhere right in here. If it pulls back hard, it's going to come all the way to this level right here.
Do you think that 969 major bank level will still play if we touch it? Or has that been invalidated since we just blew past that?
No, the bank levels stay. And that's where we would be looking at that. If it pulls back to this, the bears will try to short us here. This is the definite place the bears would like to short you. If they can get under the 70 with this, they'd be 65 would be next and get down to 60. So if they can get that bank level to 60 down there, and they get down to 60 to 50, which is right in here. If they get this and this to here, then it would pretty much drop down to about 50 to 34, 35. And this right here is a whole level. So this is a bigger level than these, 40, 35s down here. But if it gets down to 50, you're looking at like 35 and 35 down to 18. So if it gets like here to 35 just takes it straight to this level here. So basically got this one and 35 in the way. But yeah, I'd be looking for them to get crazy right in here, especially right into this one here. So hopefully they'll try to push this thing even higher. Because I know the 12 was a key here. of going higher. So we got to get 6 and 12 out of the way. 18's the target. 618.50 or 618.25. It's right in that area. Our big target's sitting about right here. Right there. 18. We break that, man, we're really going to go. I'm surprised at 2:30 we're way up in the market like this. You'd think they would have waited until like 3 o'clock to power hour, but shit. Power hour is probably the one hell of a pullback. That's what I'm thinking. Unless they just run it up all day. They can run this thing till 4 o'clock now.
We've seen this many days that the Bears are getting smoked.
Yeah. They got smoked big time, especially above that 60 level. Because this buyer line down here, right here, this is where they really got killed. Because right here on the candle chart, these guys were trying to short this shit. They just got murdered. Because they had all kinds of shorts right in here, just above this. And then they just absolutely got taken to the cleaners right here. That's why I put stuff like this on the chart. We know it's a buyback line. It pulls back down, it buys it back. That's what they done. They come up here like this, and like these guys all went long. You know, the market makers went long here. We went long down here. The buyer, they stepped in here. We said 98, to 600. We got at 605. I said 612. They pushed that up to our level at 21, and we got back in this at 21. We were already in 21, so we crossed this. They bought here to the bear sell level. So they brought it all the way up to this. And then we made the bears think we were going to come short, and everybody went short right here. Back down the line, touched right here, and it just left. So it smoked a whole bunch of people right in here. Probably thousands of people lost money on this big jump. Because it just went like from this level, it just went straight to here. So they lost a lot right in here. But as you can see, the Nancy's made her way. And that's what we wanted to do. Keep moving. Just keep on moving. An absolute good run up right here, man. This is one of those days where it's like, wow, this is mind blowing. We see it every now and then, but didn't expect it to happen today. But market's unpredictable. That's right. You can still make money off that. No matter if you're a bull or a bear, you can still make money off this chart. That's what you have to be, though. I'm both. Doesn't matter to me if it's bullish or bearish. I'm going whichever way the trend's going. But watching those market makers, guys, when you know where they're sitting at, that helps us. That helps us 100%, man. We know where they're sitting at, and we know the gravity levels next to where they're at. We know that's a massive trade waiting to happen. And that's exactly what played out today. Gravity level was right by them. And look at the gravity level, man. It's just off the chain. It's just some stupid shit over here. You guys want to see some funny stuff? Look at this. Look at this. There's our gravity level. We crossed it. Look. Look at that. Look at this right here. Look at this gravity level. All the way up to here. This thing is 165. Off this 34,743 to 165. This thing is 35,165. Okay. 34 down here. 7. So 7. So 35.7. It would be like 1,000 points. So this thing is like, what, like 250 points up or some shit? And look at this over here. Right there. Bounced off the gravity level right there at 8:50 this morning. Now, this is what's impressive, though, right here. This has been our impressive one right here. Look at this. 74.55. Straight up. All day. All the way up to here. So it's very impressive on the gravity levels. But the good thing about the gravity levels, if I go back into my market maker areas and I look at these, and let's just, for instance, look at the oil chart. See what we did on the oil here. Yeah, wow. That's amazing. Man, oil had a lot of contraction going on though. It did. But at 9:30 this morning, the market makers were sitting at 74.2. And our gravity level was 74.55. They were right under our gravity level. So they went long just below it. And then we have another level that they got printed at 74.55, which is really strange. Look at this. Look at this right here. You see this purple line? 74.55 is our gravity level. This is a buy level for the market makers, along with this one right here. So they bought on our gravity level and this level when they got flagged for the long down here. So when they got here, they bought it. And they bought it again here. They pushed it through. And see, they're sitting here now. All market makers are sitting at right here at the 75 level, 75, 71. So if it comes under the 75, 71, they'll look for the short. If it comes back and holds it, they'll look for the long up to here. Well, where is that long? Up there. 75, 95 long, or they'll try to come back short. Now, if they try to come back short, they're going to come to here with it, okay, on the oil, which will be 55. If they break that, they'll come down to the bottom of the box over here for the minor league guys, which is about 28, 29. So that's how that's going to play out. But that's awesome that they actually had a flagged level right where we're at. So that's kind of cool. Here comes the pullback. It's just a pullback. That's what the scandal's going to do, because nothing's going to happen with the Bears until they break 75, guys. Nothing. They can't do jack until they break 75. They have to be way down here. 70. Actually, it's about right there, about 75.75. They can't do nothing until it reaches that level. And this is one of those things where you're holding a long trade like this, you wait for these pullbacks and see, here's our entry. So we pulled back here, we didn't get out. We pulled back here, we didn't get out. Now we're going to here. It's going to pull back to here. We still ain't getting out. So we can move our stops to here or here now if you wanted to just lock in profits in case it does come back. But you can move your stop to here, or even the bank level if you wanted to be on the safe side. Because we know if they don't break the 75, they don't have a prayer anyway. So we just hold it. And that's what you use pullbacks for. You stop loss, you stop entries, you stop gains. You use these pullbacks to move your market up and then move up to the levels. Just like that. And this is our last line of defense, is right there. But just because she hits this, she could come back here and bounce off this bank level and go back up, but I don't think she will. She gets down to the bank level, she's probably going to be done. So I'm just going to move mine up to the bank level and be done with it. That's good. Uh, 91.50 is the entry on this one. I should have got it at 60.75, but we were already in it before, so couldn't re-enter. I was just going to hold this from the first entry, but I was just, in case somebody was following or whatever, I just took it where it was supposed to went the first time and the second time and got out of those. And we just waited for the third run to come up past the 90. And the funny thing about the 91 down there, the 90 is the pullback level. We're just right above a pullback on that entry. That's the 86 pullback right there at 90, just below us. So it's structured pretty well there. I didn't want to be at the 75 or 76 down here. Let's see, was it 75? No, it was actually 76 down here. It was right here. I didn't want to be in it right here, getting it long, because we know that was going to be an issue for the pullback, because that's where the 40 moving average is sitting. And of course, this is the pullback level right here anyway. So we're just above this pullback level at 89. That's what we got in right here. We broke the pullback level, we jump in. Sometimes it won't work though. Sometimes you'll get a pullback levels that will murder you. But they're looking for this thing to go. They got it flagged for long, so they're just going to stay long in it until it flags short. When it flags short, we'll know. It'll give me a red flag. Until then, we ain't getting out. I'm just going to stay in. No. So Auto Trader is up to 6,300 now. It was almost 7 earlier until it pulled back. Not bad for 2 contracts. Now we wait. Let's see what's going to happen here. But we know that this level right there, 70, right there. It's funny because 806 is where we got in, guys. And look where it went, 1606. We got it at 806.25, remember? And it went to 16.625. That's hilarious. That is nuts. 15,806. 16.00. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like 219 points up through there, something like that. That thing ran up from the level we were looking at. It's even more than that because it got long way before it. This thing got long all the way down here. The 774, 775, but this is actually more valid right here, I think. I like this 800 level. That's all right, though. It's going to consolidate now for a minute or two. Well, the calculations of gravity levels have got about 7 or 8 different things in them stoked. I got them set up to where it looks for a lot of different things, but it's almost like it keeps the market in a rhythm. Like it's looking for where the market makers will be planning the shorts and longs. It's based on a lot of different things. But it does a good job defining where we need to be. And I absolutely wish I'd had this 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I'd have been a millionaire by now. It's ridiculous. I mean, even if you just take trades off the gravity level every morning, if you're close to it, long and short, I mean, you can make money every day off of it, every single day. That's why I'm trying to incorporate it to make it an indicator to go on the chart. I got it working, so it's just now trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Because I really want to put it on the chart, like on this chart live. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is. It's similar to our line, or what we call our sandwich line on Trade Terminator. I just made it more enhanced for gold and copper and silver. I mean, the what we're working on, our gravity level man works on everything. So what we need to do at 4 o'clock, guys, we ought to try. I should take this and throw it on stocks. I've never found a stock yet. I just kind of wonder what happened to put on a stock chart. That's interesting as crap, you know what I mean? Let's look at this. I never looked at a stock chart, so let's go pull one up and see. Let's go load one and find out what we got here. Just for fun of it. Might be interesting. Take this off. Let's just go to Tesla. How about that? We'll take it and put on Tesla. And we'll put like this one where there's something. You don't even see it on here. Oh. What the? Yeah, I'm lost. Where did it go? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this Tesla chart. I don't see it on here though. It's weird. Oh, now I know why. Duh. Let me see if I can fix this. It's not working on the Tesla chart, I don't think. Yeah, because I just set for futures, I don't know. Let's see if we can get this to work. Should be yellow and white. Nope, don't see one on here. Kind of strange. So maybe it won't work on his stocks. Unless I got a setting wrong or something. But it is kind of weird because it's showing. Let's see here. It's the wrong one. We had two. It's weird. Nope. I don't know, guys. It ain't showing up on there. So I have to work with that, I guess. It's all right. It shows up on the futures. That's how it works. Yeah. Trying to show it on the stocks. There you go, guys. We're back to 12 again. That's a perfect place for us to go. That's where we're supposed to be going, 12 to 15 here. So now we were thinking about 18 being our target. So now I'm looking at probably about right in here. I'd say right there. 19. 19.25. Right in this area, right in here. Let's keep hope. Come on, boys, push it on up there. Man, this is going to be just off the stupid chain right here. This is great, man. Fix my headset. We've been holding this trade, guys, since we got this trade at 12:30. 2.5 hours we've been holding the same trade. So now the pullback level's changed. Because your pullback level goes up, it's going to go to our dip level, which is right there. 88.75. That's our pullback level now. In case you move your stop gains up behind it. It'll be 88.75.
Add in off 80.75.
Yep, 988.75. That's your pullback level. You got one around the 16 there, but it can pull back to 16, but that's the big one. It can pull back down through there to that one, but it's going to pull back down like 16 even. Then the 80, 88, 80. Then 75, 60. But we're trying to get back to the 12 here. because we're trying to get 12 to go to. We're trying to get 12 to go to 19. Massive run up. There it is. What this thing is doing over here. We're just watching, guys. See what we're going to get out of this thing. I'm going to go grab me some to snack on. Be back in a minute. Watch this 3 o'clock candle, though, because this could get dangerous right here at 3. But if we can just hold this 88, we should keep going. We're trying to get to the 19 up here. This 88 right here. 88.75 right there. Just got to stay right there. I'll be right back, guys. It's kind of fun. I go get something to snack on and come back, and she's trying to go down. These dumb bulls, these bears. These bears put a shitload of contracts right there to go down. Dude, I mean, a shitload. They're probably going to get mad right here. Because they're trying to short it at the same level. Remember the 95 down below, guys? They're trying to short it 95 up here now. Remember we had the 95 below down here at 895 this morning. That was all stupid. 894, I think it was. This is it right there. This 95.88 level. They had a massive bunch of contracts in there. It went down, but it's for the ones that went down with it, they made money, but the ones that held it, no, they got killed. Alrighty. Just kind of waiting. Well, you guys should eat my Doritos. Instead of eating Doritos.
Didn't take a lunch today, did you?
No. I usually do it. I didn't even take one today. I've been sitting here all day, same chair. I think I've got like 3 times today. Well, yeah, once for coffee and just now. It's weird on days like this, man, because with days like this, even if you took a loss, there's, this is the way to make up your losses. Especially like right there at the 95. Boom. 95 right to 612. Because they ain't gonna pull it off. They tried, it failed. But you gotta give them credit for trying. But that was some big money right there too. They were trying to force up low. It just wouldn't work. It's that 3 o'clock candle right there. But shit, that's 3 o'clock 1 hour. All it's gotta do to make progress is come back up past the other candle. And that last candle, guys, that 2 o'clock candle hit 612. So 612.50. If you get this 3 o'clock candle past that 612.50, she's gonna roll. And that's what the market's trying to do. They want to move that 612.50 out of the way. Because that's where the other candle was, to make sure that we engulf the other candle at 612. We can get 612, we'll get 619. These little dip levels are playing hell with us, though. 12 is actually sitting right on one. It's kind of weird because 12's one, 13's one, 16's one, and 16 she runs to 19. Then 19 she runs up to about 21, 21 to about 24. So yeah, my level now is way up here. It's like 27. Based on what I'm seeing for what the market's producing on us. So I'm thinking 27 is the key here. We got to get through a lot of shit to get up there, but it's all right. First is the 12. And we could see consolidation here because we haven't had any. I mean, it is consolidating on a 5 minute. It's been consolidating for a while, but we haven't got the market makers to figure out where the box is going to be. Is it going to be at 83? I'm just kind of wondering. Is it going to be, is it going to be the box level? Is it going to be 12 to 83 on the shorts? Because I'm thinking 85 is what I'm thinking, but 86. We'll just have to wait and see what they do. But we kind of know the midline of that's about 97 anyway. So we'll wait and see what they do. But I'm thinking this is the area, guys. As a professional trader, once you really get to where you're at in the market, you start consolidating. This is the area that we look in and say, okay, if you look at your candle chart, it's sideways, right? And we know we can have accumulation off of this. So right now we would draw a line at 12. We would draw a line at 1250, and we would draw a line at 85 on our charts, right? And the reason we would do that is because one of those two is going to become our trade. Either accumulation to the top or distribution to the downside. And that's what we'll be looking for. 85 low and 1612 up top there. 1612.50. But if we kind of get sideways here, if we do break that accumulation and we start making that move off contraction back to accumulation, we should get another big move out of this. If we don't make it, we contract. We could get the liquidation side. But if we get the liquidation side, I'm thinking if we liquidate, okay, if we do come down here to 85, right? Let's say we liquidated down. Okay, well, expansion is going to come back up, right? So we could see 85 come down. The expansion phase come right back off to this and bring us back up. It depends on where they mark this for the expansion phase level to stop for us to get back into the trend phase. And I'm thinking it's going to be, personally, I'm thinking 98. I mean, to me, it makes sense. I think this right here should be right there, right in this area. This should be about where I would be looking at for the trend phase to come back to go back into the markets if we pull down or whatever. I'm just playing out scenarios just in case, planning ahead. Because we have a contraction box just popped up just now. That's kind of odd. Because that's beautiful, actually. That contraction box is, let's see, where is it? 10. 10 and 85. 1085. So what we're going to do is come over here like this and grab this. Then we're going to come over here. We don't want that thing in the way, so I'm going to move it out of the way over here. Yeah. I don't guess it's in the way too much. I can always move it. There's 85. Come on, 10. Okay. That's perfect. That's perfect right there, guys. It's really not this big. So that's like tonight. So let's put over here. That's 10 right there. That's 85 right about there. Right there. And this is going to be on 10. Right there. That's perfect. So there it is, guys. There's your market maker box. Now look, almost the middle of this box is where? Right there. Like I said, it's about 98, guys. But they haven't established this yet to let us know where they're going to be flagging us at. It could be here, or it could be here, or it could be the middle. So we'll wait and see what they do with that. Well, right now, this is our contraction box. You see how she's trying to go above the contraction box? That's what we want. She's going to hit that 15. And then what she just did. That's what we want. We want 15, 17, 19. If we can get 15, 17, 19, it'd be great. Now, 19's a little market dip too. 19.25 and 19, like all of 19. All of 19's a market dip, like 19.25 to 19.75. What we want to do is get to 21, 22. Because 22 comes above that dip level to push us up to 27. So we're trying to get to right here to get to this 27 level. Up in this area. Because that's our level right there, 27. We're weeding our way through the markets, guys. That's what we're doing. Just chipping away at it as we go. So you got to 21, it needs to get to 22. You got 21.25. So see, it's even the algos kind of realize that, hey, there's something hanging up right here. It's the dip level at 22. It was 19 down, so it's 22. I mean, pretty much all of 19. From 19.25 to 19.75. It's pretty much one big level. Come on, boys. There you go. That's a tree. 10 grand. You don't see this on YouTube every day. What do you guys think? See, there's that 22.27 right there. We just tapped 27 right there. Bam. Now, I know this is where the market has to make a decision at 27 to 28. You're going to see 28 come into play here. Around 28, 28, 29 area. This is where market has to make a decision because you got a dip level at 28. So if we break 28, we go to 30, about 31. And then from there, we cruise up here about 34. And then we get past all of it at 36. Once we get 36, if we get 36, man, you're going to see a massive move. I mean, massive. We could really see a really good move up here at 36, guys. We got to get to it. But right now, we got to just focus on getting through the 28 dip level, the 32, and the 36. So you got 28, 32, 36 up here. And the 19s, of course, that are pain in the ass. Because see, we don't want to really get under the fork, but right in this area, right in here, this is where there's a strong dip level sitting about right there. Right in this area, I think it's 1350. Actually, I think it's the lower one's about 9. 9 and down to like 16. There's a clip on the 16 right here too. The 16 even. Just like right in this area. It's kind of weird. Just to stay up there above this thing. Yeah, brass muffin at McDonald's. All right, man. So we just got to see if we can stay above this 19 area. Okay, guys. So now you can see the pullback we're getting here. So the first pullback is 1601. As she pulls back, it'll be a 1601. How you guys like my little thing there, market maker area? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Pretty cool. So Auto Trader is now up $7,000 with 2 contracts. That's so stupid, man. That's just absolutely craziness. This is nuts. Told you, big bull days, that thing works, or big bear days. It works on any chart, any time, but during choppy markets, nothing works. But when there's a good trade, it takes it. Massive. I don't think we're going to go back up to 29. They don't start getting their heads on their butt because 12 is the key here. We got to hold 12 here. We don't want 12 to dip back into 10 and 10 back to 9 and all that crap. I like I said, though, I'm not cutting this trade till it turns to gives me a flag for red. So if I have to keep this chart up, just see what happens. Well, I'll have to close it, but I know, man, it's pretty wild. It is. They kept the Bulls out of this. They kept the Bears away from this shit today. They trapped the Bears. The one big trap we got earlier was when that was probably the one that killed the Bears. We were in that trap. And I think a lot of people lost money in that trap. A lot of people always lose money when they come in the markets first thing in the morning. They lose money at that first part of the market morning. Because when we all went short this morning at 8:01, they were all thinking long. Every one of them. When we all went short this morning, guys, at that 8:01 level and tanked that market down this morning, that big move, they were like, oh my God. Right now, team, this is pretty dangerous to be in right now if you're trying to look for an entry. If it pulls back, if it'll bounce off the pullbacks, right now the only entry on this pullback, guys, that I would suggest would be probably 12 or 12, 10, 7. 12, 10, and 7 are the actual pullbacks of this. So if it bounces back to 12 or 10 or 7, you can take it back for the long. But you got to be careful because 1602 is we're going to be playing a factor in this now. But we'll see how they're coming down right here. So this right here is going to be a bounce back right around in here. So they're pulling it down right here. This is what they're going to try to push these guys to think of right here. About 14, 12. So I'll try to get them in at 14, 12 and try to take them back up. Because you can get 12, 14 back up to 29. Just got to make sure you get to you can get 12, 14 back to 19. Make sure you cross 19 over to 22. And then 22 goes back up to 29, 28, then 29. Because 29 was a big target. 29.25 was the target we pretty much called. So we knew we're going to get that area. Because this was our big target right here. 29. So we're trying to get past this 29, but as long as we don't pull, if we pull back, even if you pull back to like 1250, 1250 is a bounce. These little market dip levels are doing the same thing. It's like the market dip level sitting here, guys, at 15.75. So you'll watch it come down to 15 and try to go back up again. See, it's right there, 15.75. That's what I'm thinking here too. We're starting to show signs of exhaustion. We'll see what happens. Because the 7 is going to play a key factor in that exhaustion. Right about here. Not 6, but 7. Did that bounce off of it or not? Yeah, if we see a big move, guys, if we start seeing like a big move down, then we know everybody that was holding this trades, these big money guys will empty the trades. And as soon as they empty all their contracts, like we will, boom, come down. Right back down to the bank level. It'll come right back down to here. Bam. And that could probably happen at 3:50 when everybody closes their accounts. So we got to keep an eye on 3:50 in the afternoon because watch that 3:50 candle in the afternoon, guys, because that's when all the major market guys start closing out their, liquidating their books, closing out their accounts for the day. Big money starts closing. Robin Hoods and all of them. This Sprite sure is good. I've been turning my mic off, guys, since I'm eating Doritos. And I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me eat at the same time. I know it's annoying. You know, I didn't know that. You guys know that apricot seeds have cyanide in them. It's hilarious. They're not put in there by nobody. It just makes it because it actually, yeah, it has it. If you eat too many of them, it can put you in the hospital. It just naturally produces it. But if you know anybody who's suffering, if you know anybody who's suffering with any kind of colon cancers and stuff like that, the cells kind of, there's a guy back, I can't remember his name, Finch? No, it was Griffith. Dr. Griffith back in 1971 or 55 or something like that, 1950 something. He had discovered that he worked with it from like 1955 or 1960, but then 1971, he actually figured out that the cyanide in the apricot seeds, or avocados, avocados, I think it was. Where's apricots? Avocados. It was avocados. Anyway, he found out that stuff in there was working on some of the cancer stuff he done. So on his cancer research back in 1971, before the FDA, made him stop, it was actually helping, the cyanide was helping go into the cancer cells and killing them. So it's kind of cool. There are a lot of cool things. I like watching all kinds of crazy shows. But this pretty much was kind of neat. Yeah, it was apricots. Apricots, guys. That's what it was. Apricot seed. I want to make sure I got it right. I looked it back up. I believe that everything on this planet has a value. Every plant, every fruit, all of it was made to cure something. And we just don't take the time to research it, or they don't let anybody do it, you know what I mean? Because it's big money.
Oh, they research that stuff. As soon as they find something that they can't use to make money for pharmaceutical companies, they make you stop or they kill you.
Oh, there you go. That's about right. Yeah, you got to get the shelled ones. You're right, Summer Fox. Yeah, Napoleon. That's true. He did. He took small doses of cyanide. Napoleon did. What I really thought was kind of cool, though, one of the coolest things I found out, guys, you know how you eat with your hands, right? You're cutting your steak. If you're right-handed, you cut a steak. And how many times do you see a person take a knife and cut their steak and switch their hands back, right? You see it all the time. they'll flip their fork back in their other hand, right? In their right hand to eat with. They'll cut their steak. They'll put their fork in their left hand, cut their steak with the right, put the fork back in the right hand and eat the steak, right? Well, guess what? The German army back in World War II knew this. So they would take people they thought were spies for Americans and put a steak in front of them. So if you switched hands, they shot you. They knew you were American. Pretty cool, though. I was like, wow, that's kind of interesting. All right, so we're under the 7, guys, and here we go. So now the 7's going to try to push this down, I think. The 7 will come down to about 98. There you go. About 98 in here. Because the next fall down is 83. So they have to break the 7 to get to the 83. So that would be the biggest thing in Finland is that 98 level. This is what I'm talking about right here, guys. This 98's huge. So if they can break this, they'll come down here to about, I'd say probably to the bottom of our box, which is 85. But we really want it to be, they would come down here about probably 83 on this before it pulls back. See, they got to get through this first. Before anything happens, it's going to have to come down to here. Because they do have a massive move at about 82 to 68. So they know right here, guys, around this 82 level is where they really need to be. So when you're looking at this, if you're trading stuff like this and you don't see this happening, when it starts dropping, you get freaked out. And you're like, oh my God, I got to get out of this. But in reality, you don't have to. The legend named Mike. Somebody told me that the other day. I'm like, what? That's hilarious. That's funny. I do what I do because I enjoy it. And I do what I do, guys, because I believe that helping someone else to learn something, giving back to somebody else is a good thing. Because even if one person can learn and pass it to somebody else. Nano's in the house. Hello, Nano. Glad you made it. Thank you. It's cool. I want you to take the knowledge in. That's okay. You guys can come on in, bring all your friends. I'm good with it. You guys will meet all the other guys that's been here a long time. Big Mike, Big Papa, Rich Forever, Harrison, hell, Fox, Firefox has been with me there a long time. Even Parr, Charlie, these guys have been with me a long time. They know John H, Keith's been with me a long time. Kevin's been with me a real long time. And Mad Moxie and all those other guys down there, Ranger and all these guys and girls, Rich Blow, yep. Noah's been here a long time as Trader 07. Teen's been with me a while. Treehouse has been with me for a while too. Trina, I think Trina Traders just started with us not long ago, but yeah, man, no problem. I don't mind. Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'll go with you guys too. We'll do like the Wolf of Wall Street, man. Let's just all go bombard someplace at one time. What are y'all, day traders? Oh shit, look out. Freaking out. Yeah, somebody told, it was funny, guys, because I heard a guy tell somebody on the Discord one day that I was not real. I was a robot. That they thought I was a robot. He's not real. He's AI. What? Dude, really? That's some funny stuff right there, bro. I know. It's all right, JoJo. We've all been there, buddy. We've all done it. It's like it just takes time to learn it and takes time to just find the right people you can trade with. But that's a part of it, guys. If you can find a group that's really good, who actually know the market and ain't charging something for some bullshit, that's what's about, man. I'm a pure visual trader, man. That price action mixed in with a little bit of everything else. Yeah, we're starting to get like a really weird in this thing, exhaustion here. I figure they might come down a little bit before the close. I mean, they could come back to the market, to the bank level at least. Maybe a little under it. I'm thinking 28 down there, maybe. Yeah, that is harassment. You guys don't never harass. You'll never hear me harass nobody in this server ever. I don't do it. I joke around and stuff, but I won't never call anybody out unless they're just being a total jerk to us. Then I will. But there was one guy saying something the other day about, oh, those are levels, blah blah blah, and I called him out on it. He's never been back. I don't know why, but I guess I made him mad. You falling asleep. Yeah. He fell asleep at your desk, Nano, just like, oh shit. Wake up with drool all over you. This guy's barring the shit out of me. Can't deal with it. It's hilarious. Oh man, look at this craziness. I guess I might as well just cut this trade. I really don't want to go down under 9, but it's all right. Let's see if she goes back to 9. There it is. Just hold 9.
Keep buying it at 16, right?
Do what? Keep yours at 16? Yeah.
Yeah, they keep buying it at 16, so it
Yep.
seems like it just keeps rejecting off that spot.
Yeah, guys, classes tomorrow night at 7:30. Wednesdays at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Big Papa's post. He done broke out the whip over there. Yeah, they keep buying it up in here because they know that that's That pullback level's like 1604 anyway. So they kind of established this 4 down here now. It's like right here. It's going to bounce off that 4.50 right in here. Trying to get under that, what they're trying to do, but I don't know how long it's going to hold. It's nice to see people chatting in the room, though. I heard we don't see much chat, but it's kind of cool now. PM me. What's Josh wanting somebody to PM him? Oh, Nano. Did you see his post, guys? I promise I'm safe, and Apple didn't do anything to me. It looks like he's being tortured with a bag over his head. That's some funny shit. That's hilarious. That is pretty great, guys. All right, guys. So this is probably going to come down and wind up being the 1970. This is probably going to end up coming to the bank level. So I'm going to wait for her to pull back over here because I'm probably just going to have to cut this sucker. Let's see if I can go back up $400 first, though. Let's see if we get the pull back up right here first, past 16. There we go. There's my pull back up. That's what I'm looking for. That 4 level's key, but they got to be below 4 to make it work, but they got to be above this 83 to make it really happen. So, it's just like I'm not on YouTube. I thought it was on YouTube. It says we're on YouTube. It's because it's offline on YouTube. I guess something probably happened to the YouTube channel. I have to tell Josh to look at it.
Mike, it looks like it's starting to print some green Renkos now.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to send this thing? Go rip
It's true.
the faces off into the close?
They might.
We haven't seen a face ripper close in a minute. You know, that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for, like, you know, a closing session where it rips faces off like we've seen, like, you know, some time ago.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it where they've actually pulled it at 4 o'clock and then ran it 100 points straight to the top. But because to me, if they were going to blast this thing off up here, I mean, you would come back up here and you would probably take out this 29 and just rip 29 up to like 36, 37, and then really move it. excuse me, if Barry got past that 36 level, man, she's done. And I think that's what they know. Because it's a big move at 37. But you can see how we're making this end pattern here. This end pattern could also turn into a Mary. So this is what I'm looking at to see if this is actually going to pull back down or if we're going to get the end and move back up here. Got to get back to 29, though. So now these guys are making a new area. It's 1750, looks like, or 18 down to 90. So now, guys, this has moved. So this has moved completely to 18, which is about right there somewhere. And this is 90 down here. Right there. So they're trying to work on a new structure here. Because they're wanting to break this bottom of this box down here is what they're wanting to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and bail on this one here. It's 84. Let's see right there. Let's see if I can get it back up first. So I'll give them a chance here. 87. 87. That's good enough. Hell. All right, I'm cutting it. 87. We're out. 8,700 is not bad. Because we just took 8,000 on the two trades before that. So that's 16.8. Plus this morning's 8. 24.8 on the day. Actually, no, let's see. I got them over here. Let me add them all up, guys. I'll tell you what we did on live trades. So we took 3,000 this morning. We took 2,200, 5K. Nope, that was wrong. It was 80. Get out of there. It was 62 and 1,200. Oh, I got it. 62, 72. So yeah. So 74. So 3 is 8. 8 plus 3 plus 22 plus 12 equals. That ain't right. What the hell is this thing doing? This dumbass machine. He can't even add. That was 8, 8, 16, 8. Yeah. So yeah, it's 29.8. 29,800 in calls. Or not 29,800, 29,800, sorry. Let me show you guys something. Check it out. Nano, I don't think you've ever seen this. You guys just came in today, but look. Look at Auto Trader. Our Auto Trader has been having a ball today by itself, doing its own thing, and it's up $7,000. Auto Trader had its own field day with 2 contracts, guys. Just doing its own thing. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Is this like an algo?
Just sit and watch it take those trades. Look where it took its longs at, guys, over here. Right there, just about where we did. We took ours at 12:30. It took 11:30, but we took this trade anyway, and we brought it up and got out. We came back in again. I took my trade at 12:30 and just got out at 3:30, 3.5, almost 3.5 hours of holding it. So, excuse me, 3 hours and 15 minutes of holding that, guys. I guess got out of it. So this trade came in right here. Look at this, all the way up. You see how the moving average is right here? There's our open ranges, our bottom and tops. There's your open range trade right here. If you're open range trading at 12 o'clock, boom, 842. And we're good. And you see all these reds? These are where people got smoked. These are bears being smoked. Now, these aren't. This is where the big money's closing out accounts in this dot here. That red dot there represents everybody wanting to get out of it. So right now, guys, what they're doing is they're liquidating. See here, these two red dots, these are liquidation areas. This is where people are closing out their accounts now, and they're getting out of those longs before this market gets under 4 o'clock. So they want to close these accounts out, and here's that bank level sitting right here. Yeah, I figured we'd come to here anyway, but that's what we're trying to do. But just in case you guys never seen this, this is our Auto Trader. She did a good job though with 2 contracts. It was way over above $7,000 up here. It's like 7,300, I think, or 74 right in this area, somewhere in that area.
Hey, Mike, how much is your algo to use your algo? Do y'all
see the bear pullbacks, big reds? See, these bears these bears know they got to pull us all the way down, way down, way down to get this thing to come down. So, but this is just the end of the day. This is just end of the day shenanigans. Everybody closing their accounts right here. That's all this is. So they close their accounts. It goes into the short. All the big money. I got stepped out in here too. So everybody stepped out of it. So now it just comes down.
Mike, is your algo available for lease or use?
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. My wife's asked me to come look at something. So check this out. This is this morning, guys. Down over here. See over here? Where we went 80 long, where we went 801 short. These guys are long. These guys were all trying to go short over there. They all got killed in that 801 area. Over this area. So we killed them over there today. It just took off, man. It's pretty cool though. Works out good. And I got about until 4 o'clock. I'm gonna get off at 4. Let me just go sit on live phone. So we'll be back in a second, guys. I'll let you watch this thing here. Be back in a minute. Actually, Rizzer, I'm getting ready to. I'm actually Rizzer getting ready to do something with it. Just kind of. Yeah, you guys can join the Blue Sky Discord right there too, or not the Blue Sky, but Trade Terminator. That's part of the Trade Terminator, part of the algos, part of the things we do. There's all kinds of stuff posted in that room also. But we don't ever trade in there live or no live room. But that is our separate room. But that's just for guys that were doing stuff with me on the Trade Terminator side. But we do post a lot of stuff in there. But all my guys bounce back and forth. But I'd rather have everybody in this live room with me. Makes it interesting. I like having people here chatting back and forth because it gives me something to do when you guys talk to me during the day like you did today. I appreciate it a lot. It makes my day not so boring. Oh, he was? Yeah, it's okay, cool. Yep. That's where you'll find it at. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to just go see what my wife wants. Be back in a minute. Alrighty, cool. We're back. Well, let's see what we're doing now before I get off air. So these guys are trying to come short here. Like I told you, 68 was that big level. Remember, I told you had to get to 68 to make it work. So 68 goes down to about 54. Hey, no problem, Summer Fox. I appreciate everybody being here today with me. And let's go see if this thing will drop down here to 54. And I'm probably going to get off here in a minute because 4 o'clock. I'm ready for a serious mind break because I've been on it all day. We've been spot on today, guys. Spot on. We got some massive moves. But thank you, Rizzler, for bringing people in like Apple Bottom and the guys that he's gifting, those guys that's come in here. Thanks for Summer Fox joining. Thanks for everybody who's joining. Hope to see you guys with me every day, because it's awesome. Nano, that's right, man.
Not to
Well,
thank you for what you do on a daily basis, because really appreciate your price action. Very
I
good.
appreciate it, man. Thank you. I mean, I know the guys that's been with me for a long time. I think of them all the time because these guys have been with me a long time. And I tell them every day, thanks for coming in. Because without you guys being here, I wouldn't be here. I'd be just kind of like, oh, okay, now what am I going to do? Because I'd get bored and take a trade and go, well, I guess I'll just quit now. But at least this gives me something to do and something to focus on. I got other things to do in the day, but I get it done while I'm trading, so it's not a biggie. But it does help when you have a group and we all kind of work on stuff together and just kind of look at the charts and look at the markets, because there's so many people in trading. When you ask them questions, they come up with a smart remark, and that's not the way it should be. People ask questions for a reason, They want to learn just like the other person did. A lot of people, there's a lot of people out there, man, they refuse to help anybody. It's like they know how to do it and they ain't gonna do nothing. Don't do your due diligence. You ever heard that? Like, okay, let's do our due diligence. My friend's like, what do you mean? Okay, let's go throw him in the van. We'll make him trade. We'll make him teach us. That's due diligence. That's hilarious. Would grab you and throw your thing over your head like the post that Nano put up. That's hilarious. There's that 54, guys, right there. So I don't know why they just don't go ahead and run it down to at least. They can run this to 43. It's wide open to 43. No, that ain't too far, Nano. It's awesome. I think it's funny. It's nice to have somebody throws a joke in every now and then, because you got to lighten your day up sometimes. Remember, guys, I told you about that big box earlier? Guess where the middle was? This up here. Yeah, the market makers put their line at 604, right in the middle, right there where I expected it to be. That's hilarious. I just noticed that it's all right. Everybody closed their trades out, so the market comes down. Nobody's holding it up anymore. The big money's out of it. So now it just comes down to 43 and quits. Viewers good. Alrighty, guys. So I think I'm going to close my streams off. Let me go close my stream off of the first over here. So for everybody who's watched us on Twitch and Kicks and LinkedIn and Twitter and all that good stuff today, I hope you had a really great day. Let us know if you did. Appreciate it. Come into our Discord, bluesky.pro. You'll see it on the website. Join the Discord and come hang out with us. Glad to have you. So for all the people out there on the internet, have a really good day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9. What? This is weird. Okay, that's done. All right, guys. So I'm going to get off here, guys. I'll see you all back in the morning also at 9. And remember, so it's called day trading for a reason. But if you are trading, if you want to look at the 6 o'clock market, guys, before I go, I'll let you know that if it does break down at 6 p.m., this could take a fall at 6 o'clock. And you're going to be looking for 37, 23, and down to 906. So 906 would be your target, or 906, what am I talking about? Yeah, 906. So 906 would be the target down in here, like right in here somewhere, 906, between 906 and 912. This will be the target if you fall at the 6 p.m. open later tonight, just in case you want to know that. But I'd just be careful because it's probably going to go flat anyway all night long. But just in case you are trading, that's where she'll go. So thanks for everybody coming in. Thanks for everybody who's new came in. And I'll see you guys back in the morning at 9, and we'll break it down and do it again. Just prepare for maybe a crazy choppy market in the morning, but you never know. We could have if this thing stays flat all night, which I hope it does, guys. If we stay flat all night, and yeah, it'll be a nice big bear day tomorrow. So that's what we're looking for. So I'll see you guys in the morning at 9. Y'all have a good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.